Shiny George, CEO of a large PR firm, has a tradition of 10 a.m. morning meeting. With whom? With his senior managers. He jokingly calls it in or out. A morning meeting called in or out. Interestingly, the minute Shiny walks into a room, he immediately senses who's confident and who's not. Before a single word is spoken, he knows it. Of course, it's 2 decades of experience backing him up, but even then, how does he know till anyone has spoken? Because the fact is, your body has already made an impression before you've uttered a word. Your body is already saying things you don't even believe about yourself. Insecure people, without meaning to, often send out very specific set of non-verbal signals. It could be a closed posture, like arms closed, shoulders curled, like you're bracing for impact. Or you could be avoiding eye contact. You could be gazing at the floor, glancing away. Anything but meeting someone's eyes. They could also be small, tight movements. Maybe you fidget so much with your pen or your mobile phone, or you clasp your hands like you're trying to disappear. Even your voice is showing your insecurity. You could have a soft or shaky voice, which sounds unsure, like your words trail off like you're asking for permission. Also, it could be your breath. How shallow you're breathing, up in your chest like there's not enough air because you're so nervous and your nervous system is on a high alert. In this episode, we'll unpack how and why is your body communicating, even if you're clueless about it. We're diving into the fascinating world of non-verbal communication, neuroscience, and psychology to answer one simple question. If you're insecure, how is your body giving that away? And what can you do about it? I'm your host, Sarika Singh, on your favorite show, Communicate 101 Speaking Writing Tips. Your show where you learn a new communication hack excitedly, effortlessly, every time. Let's dive straight in. Our human brains have these fascinating little things called mirror neurons. Now, what these mirror neurons do is, they're like a social Wi-Fi. They pick up emotional signal of the people around us. And it doesn't stop here. What they do is, they pick up the emotional signal of people around us and they start syncing. Now, if the person in front of you is nervous, what do these mirror neurons do? They start mirroring that feeling, making you tense as well. If you watch someone fumble away awkwardly on the stage, even you want to crawl into a hole. We humans, we are hardwired to pick up on subtle social cues, even when we are not consciously aware of it. Let's say you walk into an interview room or a meeting room, and secretly, silently, you are feeling unsure. You're trying not to take up too much space. Sometimes you think, of course, this is conveying that I'm being humble, maybe I'm being polite. But your slouched shoulders, your weak smile, your hesitant voice, they are doing the talking even before you get into that carefully rehearsed point. And unfortunately, your audience isn't just listening to your words. They are reading you. The entire room is reading you. When you feel insecure, your amygdala, that tiny almond-shaped part of your brain, remember I spoke about it in one of the podcasts? That little amygdala, which is responsible for fear, it lights up like a warning beacon. It sends a message through to your nervous system which says, danger, play it safe. And your body, it's listening. Your body is listening to the brain, it hears the call, it shifts into stress mode. Your muscles tighten, your facial expressions flatten, and you become overtly cautious. Your spine sometimes curves as if you're protecting your vital organs. Even your breathing changes, you don't realize, but even you start breathing fast or sometimes breathing shallow, like a rabbit sensing a predator. This isn't some drama, it's pure biology. When you're not feeling insecure, your entire body Believe you me, entire body, when you're feeling insecure, is conveying insecurity. It's like your emotional state gets projected on a 3D hologram, which is made up of slumped shoulders, darting eyes, hesitant voice. Your brain, when it sees all of this, it assumes, yeah, we are not safe. Let's stay small. And your body, your entire body conveys nervousness, insecurity. Let's dig deeper into this in the next segment. Research from Princeton psychologist Alex Todorov shows that we form judgments about someone's trustworthiness and competence in just 1/10 of a second. And how do we do that? We do that based on their face alone. That's faster than a blink. Your posture, your eye contact, even your resting expression, they're already shaping people's opinions before you've had a chance to explain yourself. Think of it like this. Let's say you've got this incredible idea, pure gold standard stuff. But if your body language whispers, I'm not really sure about this, of course your audience is going to hear that, and they will hear this louder than your words. It's like trying to sell the world's best chocolate while looking like you don't even like sweets. Now here's where it gets very interesting. In professional settings, whether it's a boardroom pitch or it's a team huddle or it's a sales call, people who look different are automatically seen as more confident, more trustworthy, and more persuasive, even when what they're saying is identical to someone less confident. It's not always fair, I agree, but it's real. Your presence speaks. And when your body exudes certainty, clarity, and ease, even if you're feeling nervous on the inside, others start responding to you, and they start responding positively. You don't need to be flashy or over the top. You just need to own your space. Shoulders back, chin up, eye contact, calm voice. These small, subtle shifts create a ripple effect. Not just how people see you, but how you start seeing yourself. So the next time you're walking into that room, remember, you don't have to say a word. Your body is your first language. Make sure it's telling the right story. So far we've been talking, and I completely agree that your emotions absolutely shape how your body feels, and you communicate that. Now, what if I told you that your body also shapes your emotions? Funny, isn't it? But you can manipulate your body to manipulate your emotions. This isn't just my idea. It's not just a hunch, it is backed by science. Welcome to the fascinating world of embodied cognition. It's a field of psychology that explores how the body and mind are in constant conversation. It's like a two-way street where posture, breath, gestures, movement, they aren't just reflections of how you feel. They're also levers to change how you feel. Let me take you to a viral moment some of you might remember. Social psychologist Amy Cuddy. She stood on the TED stage and told the world something powerful. Your body language may shape who you are. Her talk, which was viewed by millions, introduced us to what she called power poses. Now, according to her, if you spend just 2 minutes standing in an open, expansive positions with your arms raised like you've finished a marathon and won it, you know that Wonder Woman stance? What does it signal to the brain, those 2 minutes? It signals to the brain that we've got this. Suddenly, your cortisol, that nasty stress hormones, drops. Testosterone, that confidence booster, it shoots up. And automatically you start feeling confident, you're willing to take bold risks. In plain terms, if you act confident, your brain catches on. Because I do trainings for interviews and presentations, let me take you to a scenario which you can relate to. Imagine you're walking into a job interview. Your heart is pounding, your palms are sweating, you're feeling anything but confident. Now, before your interview, if you had stepped into a quiet corner, raised your arms like you just won an Olympic gold, breathe deeply for 2 minutes, hold that pose for 2 minutes, you may not feel different immediately, but your body has started sending signals that say, we are not prey, we are in charge. I am confident. But the magic is in repetition. The more you practice confident body language, even on days when you feel like a total imposter, the more your brain starts to rewrite the story it's telling itself. Over time, your inner monologue shifts. You don't just look confident, you become confident. I share a lot of strategies which people have loved and benefited from here, from my training workshops where I train people on presentation skills, confidence building, interview skills, team building, leadership skills and more. If you want to get trained or become confident, or you want your team to be trained to become confident, reach out to me. I'm very easy to find. Just like the name of the podcast, Communicate 101, hit the website communicate101.com. Schedule a call straight with me and start your journey to becoming confident, super confident, straight away. Because sometimes the journey to feeling brave doesn't start in the heart. It starts where? In the shoulders, in the spine, in the stance. So the next time doubt creeps in, don't just think your way out. Stand your way forward. It is important to master how you start shifting the signals that your body sends. And that's coming up right here in the next segment. Think of your body like a radio tower. It's constantly broadcasting. Even when you're silent, your posture, your breath, your eye contact, they're all sending out messages. And sometimes, without meaning to, your body is yelling, I'm not confident, even when your words are saying something else. Let's flip that script. In the next episode, I'm going to share 3 science-backed ways to train your body to send stronger, calmer, more confident signals. Without faking it, they say fake it till you make it, but I say no need to fake it. You only need to train yourself. Train your body to convey what you really want it to convey. If you want to convey confidence, your body has to be trained to exude confidence. These 3 science-backed strategies are extremely powerful, extremely handy, and you can practice them in your bedroom, in your bathroom, in the park, anywhere. And apply them literally anywhere in life. Tune in to the next episode of your favorite podcast, Communicate 101 Speaking Writing Tips, where I unpack these strategies one by one just for you. If you loved what I talked about today or have any questions or comments, you can shoot me an email at info@sarikasingh.in or follow me on Insta. My handle is Communicate101. Till then, stay confident, practice the power pose, make a video of you doing that power pose and becoming confident, and tag me in your stories. I love to celebrate your wins. Don't miss the next episode. See you later. Thank you for listening to this episode of Communicate 101 Speaking Writing Tips with Sarika Singh. If you want to be notified of upcoming episodes, be sure to hit the subscribe button and follow the podcast. I'll be back to share more stories, more life experiences, and more communication tips every Friday. If you want to reach me or connect with me, just put your comments in the comment box below or mail me at info@sarikasingh.in. I know you're going to rate and review this podcast, so a big thank you in advance. Stay tuned and think about what we talked today.